We're White Fuzzy Bloodbath, and you're watching Fresh Roasted Metal.
Word.
Peace. All right. Cool.
Awesome. Cool.
All right. Guys, welcome back. It is the next edition of Fresh Roasted Metal. How the hell you guys doing? Philip, what is going on?
How you doing, everyone?
Philip's our guest co-host tonight. Brown Sugar right beside me. And Brown Sugar, who do we have with us as our special guest tonight?
Oh, man, I'm super stoked because we have our fam, White Fuzzy Bloodbath, back with us. Yes! 2023 Liquid Death. Oh, Liquid Death.
White Fuzzy is back.
What's up?
Guys, how the hell are you? What's going on?
Too long. We're doing awesome. It's been amazing.
Who is the new person beside you?
This is Ben, and he is the brand new guitarist.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Ben?
Welcome, Ben.
Good to meet you guys. Glad to be here.
Oh,
welcome to the family. Now, what have you guys been up to, man? What's been going on?
Oh, my God. So much. We just played with the Stickmen in San Jose, which is incredible. I still can't believe it.
It was wild.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're this awesome prog band with a bunch of Tony Levin and a couple other guys from King Crimson. His names escape me right now.
Marcus and Pat.
Yes, Marcus and Pat.
Mm-hmm. Marcus and Pat.
Awesome band. You should definitely check them out.
Oh, right on.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
So we haven't spoken to you since Medicine Man. What's been going on? Are you guys recording?
Well, yes, but we're keeping it a secret. But you know.
All right.
Okay.
Always got to be hush hush.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. All right.
Want to surprise people.
Hell yeah.
We are working on new material though.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, we're actually gonna put out some of our new stuff at the Soulfly show that we have coming up in March. Some of our new stuff we're probably going to debut there at that show.
Oh, that's cool, man. We're stoked.
Yeah, man. So let's hear about Hotel Robot.
Yes. Oh God.
Okay, so the Hotel Robot. So we were going to be doing a little weekend run up north, and so we did a show about an hour from our location, and then we were supposed to go another 2.5 the next day. So we booked hotel rooms because we wanted to make sure that we had a place to sleep. A weird concept.
So strange.
Yeah. So apparently, when you reserve a room, it doesn't actually reserve your room. So we had a great show. We stayed late and hanging out with everybody and talking, and it was a great night. And then we roll up to this hotel at like 2:00 in the morning, and there's no one at the desk. And then they kick us over. Someone finally comes in, lets us in, and says, "You got to talk to this computer screen."
Oh my God.
So
yeah, it was like a little kiosk, like you'd find it like
no.
Yeah. And there's a woman in a room, in a little white room, and looked like a hostage situation.
Oh no!
And then there's a camera pointing to us. And so
Of course.
as we're interacting and getting told the bad news that we don't actually have rooms.
Oh, wait, no, I quote.
I apologize.
We apologize, but the only room available is one king bed.
Yeah.
And there's 4 of us.
I mean, so what I found exceptionally amazing was Jeff had made a reservation the week before. Elise had made her own reservation the week before for a room with 2 beds.
We both gave our credit card numbers.
Got confirmation emails. So we show up and Elise gives them like her information to him. He goes, okay, I found it. And yeah, we don't have anything for you.
No.
What does that mean? Yeah, she goes, I do apologize, but there's nothing for you. And we're like, then what did the confirmation number confirm? What is this for? Well, that just confirms that we received your booking. Okay, well, we booked it. So what did we book? Like,
It was so
what was the
ridiculous.
point?
So I told the woman, I was like, listen, because there's the 3 of us and we also have our crew. I was like, listen, like, there's no way we're going to share one king bed together, right? Like, we could, but like, I don't really want to share a king bed with these guys. Sorry.
That's
I
fine.
want my own king bed, right? And
We'd like roll over and crush her.
and
I mean,
as
it's a
we're
bad
talking to
idea.
this robot, a mouse runs across the floor
Mhm.
up into the couch in the lobby, and Ben is like, oh, here's a mouse. And it's like, you just can't make it up. We're talking to a robot. There's
Wow.
mice running around the floor. And she was like, oh, we totally overbooked it. But out in the parking lot, there was like 4 cars.
Yeah, it
So-
was super weird.
So I look at the guys, I'm like, are we on a TV show?
Yeah.
Like, are we
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. It sounds like a Twilight Zone shit, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna see like
Like an
triggered
episode.
rock band on TikTok or something.
Yeah, man.
Rock band triggered because they don't
Yeah.
have a place to sleep for the night. It's gonna show up on
Yeah,
YouTube.
man. I think you guys should maybe like do some like horror movie type stuff too, man. I think your music would be good for like horror movie type.
Ooh.
Don't you think? I think they would be good at doing that, right?
Ooh, that'd be
What,
Maybe
have a
not-
creepy
maybe
robot?
not all
Maybe
this-
not like
maybe
horror,
not
horror.
maybe not like slasher
No.
or slasher, but like I don't know, spooky hooky, man.
Yeah.
with AI screens and rats.
If it is a slasher film, at least it's going to be a robot slasher. That's
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
That's
So where-
it has like mouse ears on it. We'll just like redo the whole thing for music.
Oh.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. You
So
convert the
what did you
mouse
guys
into
wind up
robot.
doing?
Yeah, what'd you end up doing?
We slept in the king bed. I'm just kidding.
Oh, we called like 6 or 7 other places, and then we finally found one. And this guy was awesome.
Yeah.
Like
Edward.
Oh.
Shout out to Edward.
Edward's the best.
Edward,
Shit.
wherever you are, Edward.
He's
So
in
where was this
Cordelia,
at again?
Yeah, that's
Where was this at?
amazing.
Cordelia, California. It's
Oh, man.
right out. It's nestled next to Vallejo.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we called
Dude.
him up, and he's like, "I got you guys," and we're like, "Hey, is there a place that we can park the van?" And he even cleared out like the VIP parking for us and everything, so we could park the van.
So
Yeah,
awesome.
he was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Have you guys traveled outside of Cali yet?
Oh yeah.
I mean, for like this year.
Oh
No,
no.
not this year, yeah.
Yeah, so look, man, I was thinking about this the other day because that we've all seen how a lot of things are just so hectic out everywhere now, anywhere, man. I can't even imagine what it's like for you guys now touring and dealing with like the situation you just told us, but then all the other wacky crap that goes on in the world,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
Like you guys have to be really dedicated to this, man, to stay. And that's what I wanted to ask you. Have you seen, has it gotten any more? It's weird for us because we work with the public. So it has to be weird for you because you're out immersing
Yeah.
yourselves in the public, man. Have you noticed that for like when you guys are like going to these different places, like, you know, one energy is kind of different than the other in some of these places?
Yeah, I'd say pretty much every venue I play at, even if it's like an hour away from like the previous one, everyone's always drastically different. You go out to, we played in Crockett, and that reminded me of playing a lot in the places that I grew up playing back in Ohio versus like playing a venue in San Francisco. Like it's not that far away, but like even just like the culture of like how people talk to each other, like what the energy is, the vibe, everything's just very different every single time.
There's like micro communities spread all throughout the Bay and Northern California. It's kind of weird. And then if you go like 5 or 6 hours south to like San Diego or LA, again, totally different.
So here's a really drastic example to piggyback on this. When we were touring nationally, you know, we'd hit the big cities, which was great, but we also really paid attention to hitting the small, like little tiny towns along the way, because those people were so starved for entertainment that they would just like go bananas. You know, like a town of like 600 people or whatever, would just nuts. And another example I have is when I lived in Nashville, it's like, you know, music city of the country or the world or whatever. And it is. But in my experience, when I lived there, nobody went to shows because they liked the music. People went to shows to look at your gear and to see how you were performing. And I know that sounds like really generalized, but that's my experience. You know, obviously different people going to different shows for different reasons, but it's like it was a very different culture. It's like people were going to like watch these national acts, like how are they performing, what pedals are they using, ooh, they pulled out that guitar, you know, that's my experience.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? That happened in the 80s on the Sunset Strip. That's what was going on. Like, and then even the early 90s when I would go check out bands, you saw that there were so many band members from other bands there, but everybody's watching what they're playing, what pedals they were using, and it was very interesting.
Yeah, man, I think the other thing though is, especially, we've talked about it a million times, especially in hard rock and metal, it's more about community. You're not going to show up to see all that shit. You're going to immerse yourselves in your tribe, man. The same type of people that loved the fucking music. We found our home now here with Local 506. I don't know if you guys saw us post that, but that's our little club that we were introduced to 15 minutes away from us, man. And we get all these cool stoner bands and all these other cool, interesting bands, and it's a community. So I feel like that's what's missing, man. Like in a lot of those scenes, a lot of scenes don't have community. It's just like a dress-up show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So are you guys booking or?
No, we're not booking. We just started our GoFundMe yesterday, man. We're actually going to do a docu-series on Local 506. We're going to do the owner and co-owner and the staff. We're going to do 10 episodes, put it on Patreon, and then we're gonna see where it goes from there, man. So it's just a cool, no one, like we said in the video, you don't get to see what goes on in the club, like the behind the scenes in the club with the owners, right? So what we're gonna do is interweave his story, the whole 506 story, but with the bands that are coming in, we're gonna interweave those too, whoever wants to participate with us. So so it's turned out, we hadn't been to a show since 2019.
It's been a minute.
It's been, so we now found this little club, and it's become our home. We love little clubs like that, man.
So nice. The energy. What do you guys? Do you guys like playing in small clubs, man? I know that's what you play a lot, but do you guys like that type of vibe?
Oh yeah. Like definitely. It's you really prioritize the good vibes. You kind of just rotate through that circuit. Like you can try new places and that's all fine and dandy. But if there's a good vibe, if it's good people, if everybody's treating each other well and being nice, like definitely coming back.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, I like that. I like the fact that you guys feel that it's important to hit those smaller towns, because
I mean, a lot of us, you know, if we want to go see a show, you have to drive 45 minutes, an hour plus. You know what I mean?
That's with traffic too.
Yeah, dude. Like when we wanted to go to
Not
Richmond, for
good.
example, to see Masalan, like for example, Zhao, right?
Mhm.
We drove to Richmond. It was like what, 3 hours plus to get
Yeah,
there?
but it was longer because of traffic. You always have to add
Because
in
of traffic. So it's
man.
like
Yeah,
4.5
yeah.
hours to go see a show.
But we are
and
going.
then come back the same night.
But we are going 4 hours to see Crypta.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, dude. Elise, for you, have you going through these travels? We're in a new day and age now. Is there still problems with dudes in these clubs, you know, just being dudes?
Oh my God. Where do I start?
That's a politic way to ask the
Let
question.
me. Okay. Let's go chapter by chapter. I'm just.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah.
So thanks for asking. Because I'm just gonna go to a very general, specific thing where, and then I'll go into like more specific examples. But like first things first, like normally if people don't know who we are, obviously I get people hitting on me. It's like, you know, not just dudes, it's also women. And that's like totally fine, right? Because that's just like what people do. But the thing is that I'd say the most questions I get specifically from dudes are you the lead singer? And I just wish that guys would be like, what instrument do you play? Or what do you do in the band?
Right.
Like pinpointing. But so that's like a really general thing. And then a really specific thing is when we were in Vallejo, a different show, years and years and years ago, someone literally picked me up and started walking me outside the door.
What?
And yeah, and everybody pounced on him and he like let me go. And it's just, you know, it's just one of those things like guys
Wow.
Guys can
Wow.
be super, super creepy, but you know, I have like really awesome friends who totally like don't let that shit happen.
Yeah.
And so I'm really fortunate that I'd say, you know, I guess like in the entire world, like that sort of stuff that I've dealt with is probably on the minimum compared to a lot of other instances. But I will say also that if people don't know who we are and then they see us play, those dudes don't fuck with me after the show because they're like, holy shit, like that girl's scary. Yeah. So like, it's so funny. Like these guys will like talk to me before the show if they don't know who I am, but then after the show, nobody talks to me. They're like, oh my God, I thought you were some tiny little like blonde chick, but like, holy shit, you got rage.
Underestimated the power.
But all those guys' girlfriends come up to the merch table.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, I remember when I used to interview, it was the bands back then was like, are you the guitar player's girlfriend? That's what they used to do.
Oh wow.
That's what are you the guitar player's girlfriend or the singer's girlfriend or something? That's what they used to do all the time.
Yeah, it was sad.
That was way back in 2008.
But I mean,
way back.
That's crazy to me because I feel like women in metal and hard rock and just everywhere in music have just kind of been like a force the past few years. So I feel like some like to kind of have that same archaic almost type attitude now with the way that women are like almost even dominating in the metal arena. You know what I mean? Like that just seems so weird to me.
There's definitely a big push and a big wave of super awesome, badass women.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And it's like, I love it. I totally love it. I support it.
I do too.
I ride the wave. Let's change things, you know? But really, in reality, I just feel bad for Jeff because everybody thinks he's security.
That's true.
Yeah, man. I can see you too. The little fucking security pin on your thing, man. Security.
And then he's behind the drums and people are like, oh, he's the drummer.
Yeah. People handing him their ID.
Hey man, I want to shift to Ben for a minute or two, man. Let's talk about your guitar playing, man. Who got you inspired as a guitarist?
I mean, honestly, I started out as a bassist.
Yeah.
I was into, like Victor Wooten, Flea, Larry Graham, like all sorts of like old school funk stuff. And that was kind of like what I grew up on. And then when I got in high school, had a guitarist in a band that just like lost his shit, went insane, and I picked up guitar to like fill in for our band, and just did a lot of like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rage Against the Machine, and now it's like branched out into a lot of different stuff in like the metal, like death metal, gent, prog metal, like all that sort of stuff is kind of what I gravitate towards now.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
And a lot of, like the more like progressive fusion stuff like Polyphia and Syncato and a lot of those really crazy like virtuosic like instrumental guitar bands. So it's definitely like a huge range of influences over my life, which honestly makes me like really appreciate playing with them because it's things that I wouldn't play on my own, but I get to just like rock out and have fun with like playing sick riffs, listening to incredible vocals, well written songs. And like I was a fan before, I even got asked to join the band. Like when Elise, I first met her 6 years ago, just loved the music, loved her performances, loved like her charisma and how she approached music as a business and something that's serious to build on. So now that I'm just like incredibly stoked that I get to work with these two.
Right on,
Hell
man.
Yeah.
I want to take it real quick with Polyphia, man. I see this everywhere. Should I take a listen to this?
I mean, they're some of the most phenomenally talented guitarists in the world. And it depends. Every single album from them is very different. So
okay. Well, that's cool.
Their first one was very like metalcore shred. Now it's very like hip hop oriented, and it like so they've run the gamut all over the place. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely worth checking out. Their songwriting is incredible. What I would listen to, honestly, since you guys are more into metal, I would listen to Animals as Leaders if you haven't listened to
Oh my God, they're great. They're great.
I love Tosin so much.
Yeah,
I
love Tosin.
That's her dude, man.
Yeah, dude, I love them. They are awesome.
I got to meet Tosin the last NAMM they did before the pandemic. I went there and I got to like hang out and talk to him, got to see a couple of performances. I mean, he is just so freaking incredible, so talented, and so humble about everything, which was like really uplifting to like be exposed to that in person and have somebody at that level not like think that they're too good to talk to people who are basically nobodies.
Yeah.
Oh no, beautiful spirit. What an incredible talent, dude. Like I found out about Animals as Leaders when I came back to the States in 2013. My brother Jay, him and my other brother Ryan, they had a band, and it was like a local band, DC, Maryland, Virginia, and they actually played a couple of gigs with them early because they're a DC band. So they've played like on the same show, and he was like, dude, I spoke to Tosin Abasi, dude, he's so cool. And I just was like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that, dude. He's mind-blowing.
Wow.
Mind-blowing to watch. I'm just like, oh, I need to see them live. I've just never gotten the opportunity to.
Yeah, he's one of those ones, man. I love him, but it breaks my brain, man. It just breaks my brain.
Oh yeah. The drummer makes me want to cry.
Yeah, dude. I know, man. They make it look like it's just like anybody could pick it up and do it, man. And that's when you know that you're really that great, man. Because if it looks that easy, it's not, man. It's just yeah, he's really that band's a whole nother conversation in itself, man.
I heard Tooth and Claw. I literally I had like Permagrin for an hour when they came out with that in physical education. Holy shit. I was like, whoa.
Jeff, speaking of drums, man, are you bringing back the Smurf drum set?
Oh, so the Smurf drum set didn't go anywhere, but I do have a funny story to share.
Oh,
yes. Okay, great. Let's do this.
All right, so regular Smurf kit, right? Ludwig, breakbeats, Silver Sparkle. Been doing that for a long time. 2017. Well, I've been so busy with gigs and stuff, and it's just like, we got a gig, but we got to practice, but we have to unload the van and we have to set up everything. And I was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm just going to get a drum set, and then I'll have two, and then we can have one that's show ready and one that's practice ready. Okay. So I go on online and I pick out the kit, and thinking about it now, there's a ton of red flags that I should have paid attention. I wanted a different color, and so they had this really cool like wine like red sparkle, right?
Ooh,
so
nice.
Ooh, here we go. Sparkly.
So I'm always thinking about our visual presentation, and I want something that's going to pop and sparkle with our lights because with the live element. So I got the stuff, I ordered it. It had a couple of extra pieces, which is one of the red flags that I should have seen. But I just thought, the last kit I bought was at least 5 years old. I got it in 2016. So it's possible it was even a couple of years beyond that. So I just thought, the new line, this is the new version. It's basically the same thing. It just has a couple of different extra shapes and pieces and stuff. Well, then I hurt my back. So they shipped me the box, and I just basically dragged the box out of my car, put it in my garage, go about my day. Well, fast forward, it just sits in my garage for a couple months, and then we got our Stickman show coming up, and I was like, cool, gonna debut the new show, or the new kit. And so I go to get it show ready, and I go to put it in my car, and on the box, I see Questlove Pocket Kit. And I go, that's a different model than the one I got last time. But maybe they just changed it, right? I didn't realize the gravity of the error that I had made at that time. And I put it in my car, and I have to rotate the box. And then I rotate the box, and on one side of the box, it says, specially designed by Questlove for 4 to 10-year-olds.
Oh, so you got the mini drum set, man.
The baby drum set. The baby drum set.
Man.
Are we doing a video? Are we doing a video with the baby drum?
Dude, man, you can't escape it, man.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh shit. Wait a minute, hold on. So I look online and I see a couple people talking about it, and I was like, I might be okay. I called my buddy at the music store, and I was like, hey, am I gonna be able to play this thing? He was like, dude, you got the baby kit. It's like, the Smurf kit is compact, but it's designed for adults to play on small stages, which, since we like to play a lot of smaller clubs, that's kind of what we're dealing with. And also the whole touring and van situation. But yeah, so I bought the baby kit.
You got the baby kit.
And I was like, oh man, you're killing me. Are you serious? So he's like, well, hey, check this out. I got this kit that I've been working on building. Why don't you come and check it out? And if it works, there you go. So it's a Pearl. It's called a Pearl Midtown. It's another like compact kit. It's got a lot of really cool features on it. I show up and I check this thing out, and it's black, and it has like a gold sparkle, which is amazing serendipity for us because black and gold are like the white fuzzy Bloodbath colors.
I've noticed. Yes.
That.
Yeah. So I walk in, and he's got the kit. It's the perfect size. It sounds awesome, and it's in our colors. Like, this is meant to be. Yeah. I was meant to be an idiot. I was meant to be an idiot and buy the wrong shit in the first place, and then come around because, I didn't even look at what other manufacturers were making the different things. Right? I just this is what I have. I'll just get this, but. The Pearl kit sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And the Ludwig's great too, but I've been rocking the Pearl, and it's been doing great. So
you should have just kept the baby one for a decoration in the house or something.
No, it would have been great if you did a music video.
Absolutely annihilate it.
That would be funny. I'm also pondering at some point I will have a child of my own, or possibly multiple. So
look at you!
Fun thing to give to the kid.
Yeah,
tell them the story, but
it'd be more fun to burn it though, bro.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Just fill it with black cats and blow it up.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I
I'll
already
keep you
have
guys
this
posted.
music video that we're creating. It's going to be perfect with this drum blowing up and this robot cat mouse, and us sleeping in a king bed.
What else can we put in?
I need this video.
That would be a good concept.
And we'll have
but what if Jeff gets a little stool, sits on it, plays the drums, and he's playing them so hard they burst into flames and then blow up?
Yeah, man. See, look at Philly, man. Look at Philly. creative
Rub some
director.
petroleum on the heads and just light it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is going very swimmingly.
Mhm.
Dude,
So I guess by now you guys have worked your way up to the big tour bus, right?
So close. So close.
Let's talk about the life in a van, man, and some tour stories, man. You got some good stories for us?
Oh yeah.
Besides the automated rat hotel.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we said this last time to you, but our first tour vehicle was a Buick Century. So like a land shark car.
Oh, wow, the
and we
boat.
put a pod on top because we had to put the drums somewhere. So we're all cramped in, touring in the Buick Century, and her name was Candy, and that's actually the song Candy. It's about the Buick.
Wow. Nice little backstory on Candy.
Yeah.
And the bass drum sitting in your lap as she's driving.
Yeah. Had to drive very carefully. And then we upgraded to a 1979 RV for our national tours and our regional tours. And that was really fun. Learned a lot about old cars and getting
valves.
We literally thought one time that we were just going to live in Pennsylvania because we couldn't get the RV to work, and we're like, oh, I guess we're just here now. This is where we live. And then we finally got out of Pennsylvania, and but it was nice while we were there. I had a lot of friends out there. So that we had that, and then now we have the van. Oh, sorry. The RV's name was Ham. So that's
Ham.
Yeah, because it's a Brom,
Ham. Mm-hmm.
but it looks like bro ham. So
I love that.
Yeah.
So, just ham.
Oh, I love that.
Or Hambus. We called it Hambus.
Good old Hammy.
Hammy. And now we have the van, and her name is Sparkles.
Sparkles the band van.
Nice. Sparkles the band.
What color is she? What kind of sparkles?
White. She's just
Okay.
plain white.
She has internal
You're-
You got to work the way up to the black and gold.
That main panel van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get to the black gold. I definitely would love one of those tour vans that you just see, and they're giant, and they take up the whole road, and our faces are on it. That'd be amazing.
Oh my God, yes.
Her and I watch these RV things because that's our goal.
Time.
Our goal is to get, a good RV, right?
Cool.
So my ignorance, I hadn't talked about RVs in forever. So when we started looking at these, I was like, my God, man, some of these are like more expensive than people's houses.
Yeah, for real.
And they can do all kinds of things now that they could never do before. I'm like, dude, man.
Yeah,
It would just make sense to buy an RV and just stay. Well, it's expensive gas though, but I guess.
Dude, yeah, some of these buses are like 2.5 million and like 1 point something million, and you're like, are you serious?
That's crazy,
like,
man.
we just saw a villa for the same amount for that bus. Like,
but it's a villa on wheels.
Yeah.
oh,
Yes.
yeah, I know.
Right.
It's crazy, man.
The only thing that I'm having a problem with is like, okay, so you can't have all these slides open while you're driving.
No.
So like, you're gonna walk in like a
that's the
little
only part.
catwalk, this small, tiny during like your travels, which is basically gonna take up most of
That's
your
why
day.
it would make sense to get a tour bus with like 6 bunks on the, the 3 on the side, 3 on the side, and then 1 in the back. Because
and the lounge in the
And-
back.
you can't, those big fancy
And one
ones, you
king
can't
bed.
move.
Yeah, we have this giant bus. We'll just add it to the music video. We have this giant bus, but it's just one bed that we all share.
That's it. Just one giant king bed. That's it.
Hey, are you guys by chance gonna make it out to East Coast this year? Maybe.
We would love to. So there's a whole bunch of venues and festivals that we've been in contact with that like once we get an event that's like, yep, you're confirmed, here's your payment, then we can, fill in the gaps, right? It all just depends on like, are we going to break even or are we going to make a little bit more, right?
Of course.
If we break
Of course.
even, that's all we're asking for.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. How are you guys doing with the whole merchandise thing with your with your shows, because that's been a whole thing that we've been finding out about. You know, how these venues are now like taking percentages of your merch.
Oh, merch cuts? That is the most infuriating thing in the world.
Have not run into that yet.
Yeah,
and we've been honestly killing it on merch.
Yeah, we've been really lucky. The venues that we play, they don't do that with the merch cuts. I know a lot of venues around here in San Francisco have started doing it, and for me, it's a hard pass to play at a venue like that.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy that
hard enough to get paid from these venues, and then you're going to ask us to give you money out of our own pocket when you're making bar sales, you're making door sales, and then you're refusing to pay out to the bands that brought those people in the first place. So yeah, venues like that, I look at it as kind of just, you know, they're parasites.
Yeah, exactly. Man, it's a bad problem, and a bunch of us were talking one day and was like, hey, tell these bands, sell the merch, tell the people, get on your socials, tell the people where to meet you, and sell your shit outside the venue, man.
Impromptu meet and greet.
And then if they say, where's your merch? Oh, we don't have merch. We sold out.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a good idea.
I mean, you have
waiting for the reprint.
You have to figure out ways to do it. I honestly didn't know that was a thing, man.
Yeah, we had no idea.
And Robert, the guy that owns 506, he doesn't do that. So he doesn't do any of that type of stuff, and he thinks it's, you know, horrible, dude, because that's your guy's bread and butter. You know?
Exactly.
Out on the road.
I'd say out of everything right now for us, like that's the majority of where we get our money is through merch sales.
So for sure.
Yeah, so there's like no way that we could really even afford to do that, really. We make money off of music, but I'd say that that's secondary right now to our merchandise sales.
Hey, Elise, when you guys are out on tour, you know, a lot of people don't talk about this either. How smart do you have to be out on the road when you guys are touring? Like, I remember talking to bands when I interviewed them, they got $5 a day. These guys were making $5 a day. That's all they got to be on tour, man. How smart do you got to be with the merch, keeping track of merch? I'm assuming you've got a road crew person that goes with you, right? All of that, because you guys, it's a business as well. So how smart and sharp do you have to be on the road?
You know, I would say incredibly smart and sharp. I think that, you know, it's really great to have fun and be creative and rock and roll thing. But also, if you're doing it DIY, you have to know exactly what you're selling. You have to know exactly where everybody is. Like there's definitely rules in place for safety. Like for example, you know, sometimes some people like crew or whoever, they meet people and they're like, hey, I'm going to go back to their place. And we're like, cool, you have to be here by 11 a.m. tomorrow or we're leaving your ass. You know, it's like, we have a piece of paper that our crew members, like when they're doing merch sales, they document every sale. And then at the end of the night, we line it up with like, okay, this is this cash, this is this transaction. Okay. And you know, there's some crew members who aren't crew members anymore because they don't follow the basics. And at the end of the day, it's like we divvy up our money, everybody gets a percentage, and it's like, we follow these rules for a reason, and we also have fun with it. Like it's just, to me, it's really simple. I think that a lot of bands could really capitalize better on their like business strategies. Because it's great to be rock and roll and drunk off your ass and having a good time with people, but you got to make sure that if there's people at your merch table, you're selling shit to them so that you can get to the next town.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly, man.
For sure.
That's so good, and I'm so glad that you brought that up, because one thing that I like to add to that is I think the metal community as a whole needs to stop saying there's no money in metal. I've heard that shit. I know that it's hard. But if you keep saying that shit over and over, you're never going to make money, right?
That drives me nuts. I totally agree with you.
Right.
It goes hand in hand with people with the people who play for free. It's like, no, there's a bar. You're giving a performance, you're providing a service. So get paid, even if it's $40.
Yes.
It's just this mindset of people like, oh, it's you just play for free and that's what it is. It's like, no, it's not. It's that mindset. You're tarnishing like what you could do. And I'm not saying that it's all about the money, right? Like I do this because I love it. They do it because they love it. But like it's like, okay, well, let's just pay the bills at minimum so that we could keep doing this. Right?
Yes, agreed.
No, for sure.
Agreed.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're gonna play for free, just play in your crib. You know what I mean? Do it for entertainment purposes. But the moment that you step out and you present yourself to the world as a musician, someone who plays an instrument or sings or both, you know what I mean? Of course you're gonna want to get paid for it because that's what you're worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's yes.
And a lot of people need to recognize what their worth is because yeah, well, where open mic night is awesome and I just like to do it to have fun is great. But I mean, yo, if you've spent the time to have that talent and to make it a passion, something that gets you excited, then why not get paid for it? Just like anything else and have fun while doing it. You know what I mean? That's cool to me.
One thing that's been really great is our Patreon and the Bathheads Club has been blowing up big time. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people that are contributing to that, and like people will show up and like we have a custom hoodie that only Bathhead Club members can get. We have like Bathhead pins that only some people could just come up and they're like, I want everything that you guys have. And we're like, cool, here's the Patreon, here's how much it costs. You can wait a certain amount of time to get everything shipped out, or if you want everything right now, it's this amount. We'll send it to you next week. And people are like, cool, sign me up. So it's been really great. I'm glad to see that you guys are exploring the Patreon angle too.
Yeah. That's the next step. That's definitely the next step, and the merch game as well, because I like the fact that you guys love yeah, I don't even care. We were talking one night. I was like, look, man, I just love to collect merch, man. I love band merch, so man. I'd rather wear a band t-shirt than a fucking dress shirt any fucking day, man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Lucky for you, we have dress shirts that have the band logo on.
Hey, well then I'll wear it, man. I will wear that. Yes, I will get one and wear that. Yes,
I will get one too. I love dress shirts.
Yeah, I've got. I think my most fanciest band shirt is my Slayer Dickies shirt.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wear that to any wedding. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Yeah, exactly. It's got a big pentagram on the back.
For me, I think touching back.
Can you turn that off?
Yeah. Be right back, guys.
Yes, Fresh Roasted Metal has now turned into Brown Sugar's Metal Kitchen as the roast is finished.
So let me ask a question. Can I ask a question? So touring wise, they asked about the East Coast. When are you guys coming down to Southern California?
Great.
Because I wasn't able to get up to a show back earlier. I've just been so busy with work and things. So when do you have any shows coming up?
Next weekend.
Where?
Woo! Be down in LA on the 17th.
Yep. And Bakersfield
on the 18th. Yeah.
Oh, so where in LA?
The Redwood Bar.
Okay. Really?
Bakersfield, man. Buck Owens.
No, dude. I'm not going to Bakersfield.
Come on, man. Buck Owens, man. Corn.
I love Buck Owens too.
Yeah,
I know. I get it, but it's 3 hours like north of here.
At least I want to own one day one of his signature red, white, and blue Telecasters, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
The sparkle one, not just the plant, the sparkle one.
Sparkly.
Yeah, that shit's so cool.
Sparkly, secret,
incredible.
Yeah, sparkly, secret and in. Sorry.
Hey man, what's the deal with Denny's robot?
You guys have a lot of robot stories.
Oh yeah,
you guys have a lot of robot stories.
What's going on? Wait, are you guys robots?
Well, she said she sings it in the song, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the Denny's robot, which it's crazy. So we live obviously in San Jose, San Francisco, Silicon Valley, like technology capital of the world.
Right.
Yet I can't get like my cell phone to have service inside of my apartment.
Of course.
or my
Of
internet
course.
to work fine.
Of course.
We talk about
We
this
go
every
out to
day.
Crockett, and then we go stay near Vallejo, and then the next morning we go to Denny's out there, and this, like an hour and a half away, and it's like, it's not like, run down or anything, but it's not San Francisco. But we go into this Denny's, and there's server robots just driving around delivering people's food to their tables, like.
And it was so nice. Its name was Lily.
Yeah, so there's the top section was Lily, and the bottom one was Carlos, I think, was the.
Oh, no, it was Alejandro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
my God,
Alejandro. That's fun to say.
It made me think of like, in the movies where you have like two kids standing on top of each other in a trench coat. And then
Yeah.
Man. I don't know. Look, man, I don't know
So
how I
they
feel
were
about
one piece?
robots serving me food, man.
That's so weird.
I don't know how I feel about
But it's
robots
cool.
serving me food, man. Elise, what do you feel about that?
That's just like a serving tray with wheels.
Yeah.
So it was really funny. We put up a little video of it, and then we also played, Beat Bop Lives, over
Yes.
the video, obviously. And one of our biggest fans commented, "I built that robot." So she is the person who helped build the robot.
Wow,
Oh
synchronicity,
my God,
man.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I thought that was really cool. I've known this person since high school, and she's always been into robotics, and now one of her robots served me food. It was incredible.
Wow, that's a cool.
What if-
That's a cool story.
Yeah,
That
what
is a
if
cool-
what if one day she makes you a robot for the stage, man?
Yes.
And it like delivers my bass to me.
Yeah, Mario. Oh, yo, see, there you go, man. And
Like,
have the
Dun,
fall.
dun, dun, dun,
Dude, I
dun.
love it.
When I saw Iron Maiden for the first time, they had like a robotic Eddie come out on stage and with t-shirt cannons,
Yes.
launch t-shirts out into the crowd.
Yep.
Like it was like
Yep.
2-foot tall Eddie. Like it was insane.
Yeah.
Dude,
And then
the
they had another one that
future.
came out in a tank and launched t-shirts out in the crowd from the tank too.
The
Oh my
future
God,
is
that's
wild.
wild. Like I know people complain about the future, but you know what? I think it's sick as fuck.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
the
I mean it is gonna make a lot of cool things happen, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just your mindset about it, like I love that a robot just gave me vegetables on a plate. Like how cool is that?
Oh, totally. I mean, we used to watch the Jetsons back in the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same concept. Rosie, right? Rosie.
100%
Yeah.
Rosie, yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
We can hope
Yeah.
that.
And I'm legally blind, and I want a car that can drive for me.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, I
Yeah.
think it's
There it
almost.
is.
I think it's almost here, man. I
Yeah.
think it's
Yeah,
almost
no,
here.
I know. I'll be a guinea pig.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that, when the robot uprising comes, Lily will put in a good word for us,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Look,
Exactly.
remember that's how Terminator started, man. Everything was cool in the
That's
beginning,
Everything's cool.
and then it all went all along line, man. Skynet's real, man.
That's
Skynet and Cyberdyne.
shows when you're talking. You'd be like, "Thank you for having us. Make sure to drink a lot. Tip your robot bartenders."
Yeah, man. Tip your robot
Tip your
bartenders,
robot
man.
bartenders.
And then, because if you don't, they'll
Getting better and better.
yeah,
Robot bartender?
Yeah.
Excellent.
then they'll GPS you if you don't tip, and they just
Recognition, all kinds of shit.
yeah,
They show up at your hotel door.
Yeah.
yeah. So, hey guys, I know you can't talk about the music coming up, but is it going to be soon, future-ish? Can you say that?
We're definitely writing new stuff. We'll have lots of stuff to test.
Yeah, so there's new music definitely that's being worked on. One that's finished and like that we've already
Okay.
played live a couple of times. There's another one that hopefully will be debuting at the Soulfly show. There's other stuff happening that I will let Elise, if she wants to elaborate, talk about it. If not, we'll keep that under wraps for
Okay.
the time being.
Okay, I'm just nosy. That's all. I'm just nosy.
Good. This is good. Be nosy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say to what they said, we have a lot of stuff in the works, and we just don't want to put a time frame on it.
Got it.
Understood.
Yeah, and we don't
Got it.
want to be pressured into like you know, people spazzing out and us feeling pressured to release something. We just wanted
Where is it?
drop and just blows people's minds. Like
Yeah.
that.
I like,
Nice.
and I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like to wake up to a new video. Boom, here it is.
Hey,
What?
well, I just want to ask you guys for future reference, man. I would like at some point to be able to dress up in a white fuzzy bunny outfit and just splatter paint me with like paint at one of these shows, man. At one of your shows in the
Ooh,
future,
like glow paint.
I want to be able to. We guys let me do that, man, at one show.
Hell
Yeah.
yes, of
Oh,
course we will.
You know what would be sick now that you've said that? If
Do
we
it.
got an entire crowd of people dressed up in bunny outfits,
Oh shit!
Oh, dude.
splattered them with glow in the dark fluorescent paints,
Yes.
Yes.
in the crowd for a music video.
That'd be
Please
Yes.
put it on your drums, Jeff,
Hey,
and splatter everybody.
There you go. I'll do that.
I just want to say I love Ben's mind, dude. I love Ben.
He has a very, very good mind, and
Occasionally. Thank you.
it creates this amazing amazing stuff on guitar. Like it's just very, very happy with him and his brain for sure.
Good, man.
I have a really funny story though about bloody bunny things.
Okay.
We're into bloody bunnies,
That's a weird sentence.
but we're into it.
So there was
This sounds
slaughtering
like
this rabbit.
this sounds like the beginning to a serial killer's backstory.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right?
The movie
Yeah.
It's
we
not
talked about
that
before.
bad.
The movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
all-
So,
It wasn't a full-on ritual sacrifice. Come
No,
on.
it
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't the Wicker Man.
Yeah. The bees! Oh God, the bees!
So we have this really awesome super fan who lives in Wichita, and he
Oh, nice.
literally has this whole shrine on one of his walls of everything White Fuzzy Bloodbath. Like literally every single piece of merch. He's painted paintings of us. Like it's totally awesome.
It's wild.
So this guy's super cool. We love him, and when we're doing national tours, we stay with him, and he's great. But anyway, he didn't tell me that he was shipping something to me, or maybe he did and I forgot.
That's right.
Either way, I wasn't expecting something. And I received this box. It was a good sized box. And I'm like, oh, like I don't see who this is from. And I opened it, and it's literally a bag filled with white. It looks like, or sorry, it looks like bloody organs in a bag. And I open it, and I'm like, oh, great. I have another stalker. Like,
I'm another stalker, man.
like great. So then I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then the smell came, and it smelled like spray paint. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's spray painted something, and it just like didn't dry. I opened the bag, and he had bought a bunch of those, you know, those toys that you like wind up and they like hop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just after Easter, so he had bought a bunch of little bunnies, and he
Oh my God.
sprayed them with fake blood and put them in the bag and sent them to me. So it's just like a bunch of little tiny hoppy bunnies, and they didn't look like bunnies when I opened the box. They looked like
It
organs.
was a white fuzzy blood.
That's got to be in a video somewhere.
I know,
man.
you need to
have
use
a
that.
little jumping around and
You
stuff,
have to
man.
use like one behind the other, like in a little row.
Hell yeah,
Oh, dude.
So
Or like jumping off a table or something.
yeah.
I do have a music video concept. I'm so glad you guys brought this up, because it is to the song "I'ma Get You" with these bunnies. And all I need is somebody who knows how to do like green screen really well, because we
Right.
need to like blow up these bunnies into monsters, like hopping monsters. All the people in the town are like, oh my God, and running away from these little wind up bloody bunnies. Like,
Oh my God, I love that. That would be so cool.
Oh
Gotta make
my
that.
God.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Dude, man,
I
guys,
need to learn green
uh,
screen.
look, man, I want to thank you guys for taking time tonight to do this with us. It's been
I know.
way too long, man. Way too long. Ben, it's nice to meet you and your brilliant mind, man. It was
I
fun
really
talking.
appreciate you guys having this out.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you. Thank
Anything you guys want to say to everybody out there? Upcoming dates? Anything?
So first of all, thank
17th.
you for having us. We've missed you
Yeah.
tremendously. You fucking rock. We love you so much.
We love you guys too, man. Y'all are family. You know it.
Yeah. can't wait to come out there and see you guys and party with you.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we'll just say, you know, if we have a ton of really awesome shows coming up. We're opening for Soulfly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's badass. That's badass.
On March 23rd.
Yeah, March 23rd.
23rd.
Still can't believe it.
At the
Like,
Catalyst in Santa Cruz, which is like a big time venue. So we're super excited. About
Nice. Congrats. Nice. Kick ass. Kick ass that
Oh,
night.
you know they're gonna kick ass.
and
Yeah.
if anybody wants in on our shows, like we said, we're also coming down to LA and Bakersfield.
No, I'm 17th. Right?
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If
yeah.
people join the Bathheads Club, you literally, you know, you get on the club, you get all this really cool exclusive merchandise, like little pins that are only for club members, the fuck hoodie, which are only for club members, and then there's the pin.
Nice.
Wait. There's a what hoodie? The fuck hoodie?
Yeah, it says fuck all over it.
Oh, dude, I need
So
that.
cool. You
No, I
did
need
that
that.
all by hand.
You did that all by hand?
I did. I wrote it all by hand.
I didn't know
and,
that
uh,
shit.
She
You
wrote
did that.
all the
Wow,
fucks by
dude.
hand,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
That's
That's
all
cool.
the fuck she had to give that day.
She gave all the
So yeah, like if
Exactly.
people join the club, then not only do they get all this awesome stuff and some of it is only for club members, but also if you hit us up and you're like, I want to come to Soulfly, awesome, we're putting you on the list. If you're like, I want to come to the Redwood Bar, awesome, you're on the list with a +1. So it's like slam
That's
dunk.
cool as
First
shit.
of all, hold on. I gotta stop you there. First of all, that's fucking cool as shit. I applaud
know.
you for that because
Yeah,
I've
no,
never
that's
seen.
badass.
I don't remember there was bands not doing that. Yeah, I've never had that.
Ever.
That's cool, man.
Ever.
That's a nice fucking perk, man.
Trying
Sorry,
to-
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's thank
Yeah.
you. I think it's really cool because you know we go around and different people hit us up and they're like, hey, I'm coming, and I'm like, awesome, you're on the list, and it's like, you know, they're already a part of the club, they've already paid, so it just, you know, it works out really well for
Very
everybody.
cool, man. And what's the Patreon address?
It's
Or link.
patreon.com, you know, /White Fuzzy Bloodbath, or, you know, you can Google it, Patreon White Fuzzy Bloodbath, it comes up. We're the only one, so.
Yeah, the one and the only. And so doing the club thing, that's through Patreon as well?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Club, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, wait a minute. And you guys, didn't you guys just make a poster?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Wanna
did.
grab one?
Ben will do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Can we see the
What?
poster?
Yeah.
And that sticker.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Oh, do you got the bunny sticker too?
Yeah.
I love that bunny sticker.
Because we
Oh,
need it. How big is the poster? Oh,
This is
yeah.
a poster.
Yeah.
yeah, I need that in my life.
Yes. That's what we
Oh,
got
dude,
to
that's
get that
badass.
and get the frame for it.
I
Get a
love
frame
that.
for it. Hell yeah,
Oh,
dude.
hell yeah, we're gonna get that shit.
So,
All of them signed?
check your mailbox in a couple of days.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Thank you, man. Bro, fucking right on, man.
I love that sticker.
Yeah. Look at that shit,
Oh,
man.
yes.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'm so happy for you guys,
I
man.
know, man.
Me too.
2023, man. It's
I'm
all
so happy for you guys.
looking up.
For you too.
Hell yeah.
We think
You-
that the documentary you're gonna do is freaking righteous, dude.
Yo, hey,
Thank you.
dude, hope maybe we can get you. Maybe the universe will work it out, man. Maybe the universe will work it out where we can get you here, put you on the show. Dude, that'd be so fucking
Dude,
badass. Man.
they would kill at the 506.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
badass.
dude, that shit would
we're in the middle of college town, man.
Oh,
Dude, I'll
that's-
walk around with a fuzzy bunny outfit on,
Yeah.
handing flyers
There you
out. in
go.
the
Oh,
college
yeah.
town.
you would.
Sign says the end is nigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end is nigh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
the end is nigh. Hop to it.
Yeah. Yes.
See, there's another shirt. That's another shirt.
That is my
Oh,
up to it. I love
That
it.
is a sick idea.
that's
That is great.
amazing.
Yep. Philip's good at that
Yeah,
shit,
I
man.
know.
He's good at that.
Hey, by the way, you guys are real close to 8K subscribers. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I
dude.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. We're getting there. We're
SGBC
getting
is
there.
growing.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
the family is growing
We're so happy,
day by
dude.
day. Our humble family keeps growing, and it makes me so happy, especially with family like you guys. You know what I mean? it can't be this long anymore. It
Yeah,
can't be this long.
we're gonna have to keep in touch better than this from here on out. We'll do that. We'll do our part.
Oh God, yes.
Anytime. We love hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, say hey,
Philip,
I'll hit you.
anytime.
Yes.
would you like to say parting words to our brothers?
Yeah. First off, love you guys, and Jeff on the side. I'll be talking to you on the side as well about the upcoming show, because I'm legally blind, so I'm gonna have to find someone to. I'll be a guy wearing the shirt that says I'm blind. Someone can come and find me. But I'll find some. What was that?
We'll find you.
I know, that's what I mean. But you guys could come find me. I'll be like, I'm standing here. But truly, I'm going to try. I need to go. I wanted to see you guys last year. I was supposed to take a trip up to Sacramento, and it just didn't happen. And so I really would love to see you guys live. Like, absolutely. If you're here,
We want to see you too.
yeah, fuck yeah,
Absolutely.
Babe?
yeah.
Oh, I mean, I just wanted to say, thank you guys so much. It's such a pleasure to see your pretty faces.
Yeah,
and
you guys are awesome.
I'm really excited for you guys for Soulfly, and hey, it looks like 2023 is gonna be the year, man.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
so
gonna
excited
be.
for you guys. Elise, man, love you. I'm just so happy I got to see you, man. So happy. We got to do, like I said, we got to do this again.
Yeah,
Oh,
guys. And for me especially, man, thank you again. And Ben, totally nice meeting you,
It's
man.
Yeah, great to
Can't
meet
wait
you, Ben. And
Cannot wait to hear this new Inception, man. It's gonna be awesome,
I know.
man.
Thank you.
It's awesome. Hey, stick around with us. We're
Yes.
gonna take it out of here, but hang out with us real quick. All right, guys, that is the end of this edition of Fresh Roasted Metal. If you're still here with us, give us a big thumbs up. Just don't give us the finger. That sucks. And if you want to subscribe, hit that big subscribe button, man, and join the SGBC. Come hang out with us, White Fuzzy Bloodbath, man. It's all a good time. We appreciate everything you guys do for us, and we will see you next week, Fresh Roasted Metal. Peace.
peace.